Hello everyone, Jolene here from Chill Out Style. So yes, I know I missed a week. I've just, I've actually been quite tired. So um, anyway, here I am. Here's your yes or no pick a card reading. You have 4 piles in front of you. Now, each pile has got a card. We've got Mars, pile 1, Pluto, pile 2, house 8, pile 3, and house 6, pile 4. We've also got a little spade on pile number 1. On pile number 2, we've got it's a little spider in a web. Pile 3, we've also got a horse. And pile 4, we've got an aeroplane. So if you don't like the card, then maybe you like the little pendant. If you don't like either one of them, then just close your eyes, open it up and see. If you've drawn to more than one pile, just make sure that your questions are very clear in between each ones, because otherwise you're going to get the wrong reading. And again, this is really and truly not going to resonate with every single person. So only take what resonates within that pile. Leave anything that does not pertain to your situation or doesn't make sense for you. Okay. I normally have the timestamps in the description box, so you can maybe perhaps go and have a look there and see if any one of, maybe you like a certain number. I'm not too sure. Whatever works for you. If it's not working for you, then ask spirits, then you need to maybe perhaps meditate a little bit longer. So pause the video if you're not ready or if you're not sure. Make sure your questions are very clear and hopefully you get the answers that you are needing. Please also don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you're not liking or commenting or sharing, then my channel doesn't really grow, and there's no point in me carrying on if I don't have an audience. So please, if you can help me out, that would be great. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Right, so pile number 1, if you've chosen pile number 1 and you chose Mars or you chose the little spade, the first thing I'm going to say to you with the spade is really, well, so spades dig deep. Okay, think about what a spade represents. Spades dig deep, and then there's always the saying, a spade is a spade. So whatever your question is, Spirit is saying to you that it's time for you to see the truth. A spade is the spade. People don't change, okay? You might be dealing with someone that, a spade is a spade. So someone who tells you the truth in a way that maybe you don't like. And Spirit is also saying it's time for you to dig deeper into your situation. Okay, so you chose Mark. I don't know, is there a Mark? Yeah, you're dealing with a Mark. You chose Mars. Okay, so Mars corresponds to Aries. You may be dealing with the Aries or the first house. And we've got, this is also the ruler of Scorpio. Okay, so you may be a Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, Aries. Okay, something like that. So we've got fire, energy, drive to win, okay, athletic, warrior, competitive spirit. Okay, so what did we say with the spade is the spade? You or the person you're dealing with is someone who has a desire to win. They're quite a passionate person, or you are a very passionate person who has a drive to win. Okay, you may need maybe perhaps to have more of a drive to win, or there may just be, need a bit of a competitive spirit, dig deep in order to get your answers. Okay, so you have got, so you got the Joker, but you got the Black Joker, which tells me that you are either refusing to take a new step into a new direction, or you have a lot of fears moving into a new direction. Okay, there's a situation, and again, there's actually, your pile is full of fire, full of passion. Now, passion can be sexy and it can also be destructive. Fire can destroy, but can also be soothing, and it can bring people together, and it can bring warmth. So this is one of those, be very careful. Okay, you could be dealing with someone who is very fire and very passionate, but they have such a competitive spirit and such a drive to win that they'll win at all costs. And then that means that or this could be you that's winning at all costs. And there's a saying that says, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? And if you would rather be right than happy, you're never going to be happy. You may be right, but you're never going to be happy. Okay, so this is either you or the person, maybe a person you're dealing with. Okay, and I kind of feel like there's, maybe you try to avoid confrontation with this person, or there may be a sense of trying to figure out what it is that you're wanting. There's a sense of working together. or being in partnership, or just wanting to be recognized for what you do in the situation. I kind of feel like spending some time alone will definitely help. Prayer and meditation, again with the spade there, to dig deeper into your circumstances. Maybe you need to make a bit of a list on your situation. Again, I do see a lot of competitiveness, a lot of fighting. There may be a situation where you're fighting a lot. Spirit is saying it is time for you to, you got two cards here of moving on or walking away, okay? Because I kind of feel like disagreements will end up in a loss. Someone here, okay, someone in this situation is not being honest in some way or form, okay? And I'm not turning around to say this person or you an outright liar. I'm saying in the sense of someone's trying to get away with something. So maybe perhaps this person wants to win so badly that they're willing to tell you anything just so that they can win or to be on the higher ground. Someone who maybe perhaps tries to get away with as little as possible, so that in a relationship, if it is a relationship, this person may give you a little bit of energy and tries to get away with it, or maybe they use manipulation tactics to do so, okay? Or this can also be, and again, you've got to take what resonates with you, or this is saying that you sabotage your situation because you have no faith, or you're scared, or maybe you always sabotage because you always want to be right. And because you're always wanting to be right, you might sabotage things in your life that are good. Either which way, there's a sense that you need to dig deeper. You need to do more research. You need to, there's definitely new people in your life that you need to move towards, or there's new jobs, or there's circumstances where you need to really think about. You might need to walk away, because I kind of feel like a situation is definitely finished. It's done. There's a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. But there is something more positive, more romantic, more solid that's coming in for you. However, whatever you're asking, the answer to your actual question is a no. And I kind of feel like it's because of either sabotage or someone is fooling you, okay? But there is someone on the upside. I kind of feel like there's someone that's quite sophisticated, someone who's quite honest. This person could be someone who's very emotionally stable, emotionally mature, an honest friend, a trustworthy person, someone who's, again, or a job, or a boss, or a friend, okay? There's another situation out there, and because you're not willing to take a leap of faith in it, it's kind of stopping you, okay? So it's a no to your specific question. I will ask for one card as you know, let's just see what this one card could tell us. Yeah, look at that. There's this stuck energy, okay? There's kind of victory on the other end of your fears, okay? So if you are not trapped, okay, you feel trapped, that's self-sabotage. That is, you're trapped in your mind through fear. But what you don't seem to understand is that you can loosen your grip. It's not, it's you feel like you're trapped in a situation, but the things that are binding you are quite loose. So what Spirit saying is all you have to do is really wiggle free, and then you can grab a sword and you can probably cut off and take off the blindfold. Again, you're being blinded to a situation that's either not good for you, or it's disruptive, or it's passion but not in a positive way, okay? But there's victory with someone else in a new situation, something that there's a partnership or a friendship, or someone who will recognize you for your gifts, for your talents. So if this is a job, there's a better job out there for you. If this is a relationship, there is a better relationship out there, and you will have victory in a new situation. This could possibly be, this person will be your friend, your lover, a stable boss, a very mature, romantic person, okay? You'll have victory with that situation. So hopefully this helps you, and that's what I have for you, and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 2. Okay, so pile number 2, so you chose the spider's web. So you may feel like you're trapped in a web of lies, or maybe there's something to do with the www web, the internet. or you want to trap someone else, okay, maybe Google different symbolisms to do with spiders and spider webs. That's interesting. But you also chose Pluto. So let's see what Pluto has to say before we get into your cards. We've got Pluto corresponds with Scorpio, which is funny. So did the first one. That's interesting. So you may have Scorpio in your chart, or you may be asking about someone who has Scorpio in their chart, or the 8th house. And this has got to do with power, depth, darkness, soul growth, intensity and control, death and rebirth. Okay, so with death and rebirth, don't get too panicked. This is really about things, situations in your life coming to a complete end, and having a complete new beginning, having a second chance with something within your life. And this is something that's really good on helping you with, maybe you've experienced a lot of darkness in your life, a lot of sadness, but it's teaching you that sadness or that darkness or any losses that you've experienced, or that feeling of not having anything or something missing within your life, whatever that may be for you. Spirit is reminding you that it's teaching you that you're actually more powerful than what you think. It's teaching you about depth, real depth within situations and relationships. It's very easy to have a surface level love or a surface level job. So when things are taken away from you, it's teaching you about the real depth in life. And yes, it does create darkness, but it creates the most amazing soul growth, and you become really really a lot better for it. Your life there's beautiful things on the other end of the darkness, okay? Yes, there may have been a lot of intensity and things within your life, and maybe perhaps you had to learn about control or something to do with that. Anyway, again, there's positive things on the horizon. So now you're reading. So this is something that's on the emotional level going to be good. There's some good news coming in for you, okay? It could be anything to do with a new love, some kind of new emotional beginning, just some good news that will just really make your heart feel great, okay? There may have been a situation that you refused to see the truth in. It maybe have been quite a difficult situation, a divide between you and another. And this is possibly something in your life that came to an end. And again, I kind of feel like it was there to teach you, you needed to actually try and figure out who you were on a soul level. Now, I often say this, we often think we know who we are, but because of our ancestors, because of our parents, because of our religion, because of the people or the town or the area that we grew up, we kind of feel like, society, your friends, everything tells you what you need to be, how you need to be. There's no such thing as how a human needs to be. There's no such one way to live. There are many beautiful humans on this earth, and we are all different and all gorgeous and unique in our own way. And I kind of feel like what Spirit was showing you is that your life was probably more dark than what you thought. You probably have not been happy, if you have to be honest, even in relationships. You have not been happy for many, many years because you've been forcing yourself to really live up to certain people's expectations. And then you feel like you're a failure because you cannot get to their expectations. And then you've got these friends that you're trying to, and this got to do with beauty, weight loss, sometimes it's the expectation of, Hollywood gives us expectations of how you need to be, what you need to wear, and how you need to dress. And what Spirit is saying, there's no depth in that. There's no depth in fakeness. Facebook, fake book, whatever, the couples who are always sharing are probably the couples who are the most unhappy and the most insecure. The people who are always showing people how great their lives are, well, we all know that that's most probably fake book. You want others to believe it because if they believe it, it must be true. But really, the depth of your real relationship is that it's really, you're fighting all the time. There's jealousy. It's never working out. You feel lonely in a relationship. And it's the same thing even in your friend group. You the friend who's always running out there for everyone, and when you are alone, no one's ever there for you. So I kind of feel like Spirit needed you to figure out the depthness of life, of things in life, okay? You may have felt like you've been spinning this web of, constantly trying to make things grow, or trying to, maybe perhaps grab someone, and it's just not been working out. But again, this is why Spirit's saying you start to learn the soul growth. You start to learn that you are as you are. You are the most amazing person ever, Okay, it does not matter if no one else sees that. You need to see it, because when you believe that you are, everything about you is the most amazing, you will never accept anything less than what you deserve. Okay, and this is why, where Spirit is kind of asking you, you know, there's a gateway open up for you, pile number 2. It could be a soulmate, a twin flame, a situation where someone's going to take you out of a situation where you're going to go from being sad and lonely, and even if you've been married or in a relationship for many, many years, you still feel alone because the people around you, they don't get you, they don't understand you. Your friends are all about the money, or they're all about the looks, or they're all about whatever it is. You're learning real depth, and that's what I'm getting. I kind of feel like this is a pile that's dealing with huge soul growth. You're starting to understand what is true and what is real. Money is no good if you've got no one to share it with, if you've got no family to build it with. And even if you do have a family, if you're not there to spend quality time with your family, you know, people pass on, nothing is guaranteed, and then you wake up one day and they're all gone. So I kind of really feel like you've gone through quite a dark night, and it was there just to kind of show you the light, show you the true light, how to be a true happy soul without fakeness, without money, without living up to other people's standards. Okay. But the gift, however, the rebirth, and that's what I'm really saying, you're going through a spiritual rebirth. The rebirth is that of a gift coming to you, or money, or a relationship that's equal. Someone who's willing to give and put in. I've always said relationships are never 50-50. That's the most biggest bullshit. Relationships are 100-100. You put in 100% of effort, and I put 100% of effort. We each grow together. Okay, there's a little bit of either being trapped, or again, you really get the sense that you're dealing with someone who is constantly making you feel like you're having to stand up for yourself, and this person's always ripping you down, and you build yourself up and this person's ripping you down. Okay, you might even do it to yourself, so just be aware of that. Careful what you tell yourself, your story sticks. Spirit saying, you know, the hard work and effort you have put in is not gone to waste. Okay, someone out there is going to recognize you for who you are. Someone's going to love you just for you. You're not going to have to work extra hard for this person. You're not going to have to work extra hard for this job or this friendship or this relationship. It's about to pay off in some way or form. Okay, but again, self-love, learning how to put yourself first, learning how to be happy alone, learning how to be happy with very little money, learning how to be happy with very little love, learning how to be happy, because no one can ever disappoint you if you can be happy alone. And you would never accept, I mean, why would I bring drama into my life when my life is so good when I'm alone, that you only ever want someone who's going to come and who will add joy to your everyday existence. There are fears, however, that can prevent you from moving forward. If you allow fear to get in your way, it's going to create health problems and grief and worry and all these bad things that's going to ruin the situation that Spirit's quite possibly trying to bring you. Okay, now, as I said, this could be love, this could be an offer, a job offer, a move, money, something that's going to be given to you. Okay, it could be a win in some way. You know, we have got an unexpected windfall. So you might have an unexpected windfall come in, a win of some sort. It's a good one. It's something good, okay? But Spirit's saying you need to be the most powerful, charismatic, positive person ever. You need to believe again that you deserve the best. And then Spirit will give you the best. They might trick you, and you might get exes come back, because the minute you upgrade, they're going to want you. But you need to be positive enough to go, are you actually in alignment with me? Not, you know, there was one of the movies, My Best Friend's Girl, if you've seen it, and there was a part of the movie when the dad says, are you the best she's ever going to get? And that's something you need to ask yourself. Is the person or the job or the situation you're in, is that the best that you deserve? Is that the best that you can ever get? Because if the answer is no, then you are in the wrong situation, because that person does not see you, and someone else out there will, I promise you. Okay, and yeah, I kind of really feel like either which way, this is either you standing up, maybe you're a powerful, successful businessman, or you're going to meet a powerful, successful businessman, or this is saying that you need to step up and believe. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it just means standing up and believing that you are the most powerful, successful person. And also, this is also saying that the situation, the person, the job, whatever it is hell of a stable. Okay. The answer to your question, however, it's a yes. Okay, this is a hell of a positive reading, but don't allow negativity and fear and stress get into you. Fake it until you make it, and believe in every part of your body. When you're in alignment with everything good, all good things come your way. Okay. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Welcome to pile number 3. If you've chosen the horse, now horses are movement. Okay. Giddy up. Horses are also, this horse, you can see this is a horse that's proudly trotting into the, this horse is proud. It's ready to go. Horses are also, that of beauty, elegance. That's what I sense. So you may be having someone trotting into you, towards you. You may be trotting in towards someone else, or there just may be, something really great coming into your life at a speed. You also chose house 8. So house 8 is all about transformation. So you possibly have gone through quite a lot of darkness in your life, a lot of sadness, a lot of depression, or perhaps a lot of endings that have happened. And what Spirit is saying, this is because they needed you to transform. You kind of had to learn to be more empowered, more to take accountability for the bad things you do in life, but also to become more empowered so that you don't allow bad things to happen in your life. Spirit is saying, what legacy do you want to leave? If you had to die tomorrow, what would you want people to think of you? Would you like to be, this person was always the most positive person. Wherever they went, they just shared love and positivity. Or do you want people to say, oh, this person was just a miserable person. They were never, ever happy. Thank God they're gone. It's really and truly, the transformation makes you really look at what do you want to leave if you only had one more day to live, okay? You may have to learn about learning control, how to let go of control, how to allow and surrender to the universe. Maybe there was research you needed to do, and maybe you needed to become more empowered even within your sensuality, this could be, any one of those could be the reason, but either which way you are, and also shared value. What kind of values do you share with the people around you? Do you have the same values with the people in your family? Do you share the same values in your partnerships, in your friendships? Do people around you share the same value? Because, pile number 2 was quite similar in the sense of, depth. Does your life have depth is what I'm getting. Okay. So some interesting stuff. Okay. So let's get into your actual reading. Right. So pile number 3. Oh, maybe you need to go watch pile number 2 as well. There might be something in there for you. So, well, I've got a lot of hearts, love, friendship, love. I mean, this could be joy and happiness coming in this pile. Again, some new beginnings are coming in for you, something that's very solid. There's maybe some messages coming in, or financial offer. This could be a new job offer that comes in, or a raise, or something to do with that. Maybe perhaps financial wins in some way, or just a new beginning in finances. It's like, something is transforming in your financial sphere. Okay, if it's got nothing to do with finances, then this is something that's very solid. Okay, so if it's a relationship you're asking about, or a job you're asking about, then it's quite, you may be asking, is this long term? Generally, the Ace of Pentacles is that of a very grounded, solid energy. Okay. Now, there may have been a little bit of wishy-washy, or maybe you needed to balance your budget, balances your finance, because there could be some investments coming in soon, or maybe perhaps you just, at the moment, there is good news about your investments, or good news about your finances, or again, maybe you've been a little bit in and out within a situation and you weren't too sure what you needed to do, and maybe that's why you're here. There's a bit of celebration coming up. I really feel like there's some celebration. This could be about friendship again. Perhaps even there may have been a third wheel, a lack of commitment, or some kind of indecision. Again, I did say that, but I kind of feel like there is a coming together with friends, with your soul tribe, your soul group, or just going out and having a lot of fun. Maybe that's what you need, because I kind of feel like there's been a lot of boredom, not really, you want something stable. You want something that's very secure, committed job, or something that's more exciting within your life. And Spirit is saying that maybe you just don't feel like the right job has been there, or you don't feel like the right person has been there. Something in your life is missing, okay? And I kind of feel like there's a little bit of not looking at what you have, and maybe a little bit too much of looking at what you don't have. And what Spirit is saying is, if you at least acknowledge some of the good things in your life, whether it's the fact that you're alive, you've got food, whatever that may be, find the little things, the weather, your children, whatever. If you keep on focusing on all the good, you will have victory, okay? Things in your life will feel more victorious. There's also, your intuition's going to guide you through this whole circumstances. Someone has let you down, undependable friend, a partner, an undependable, job, whatever that was, and this is why you may be feeling a little bit low, or you may have felt a little bit low. But again, what Spirit Guides was reminding you, did this person and you share the same values? Because even if the goals are the same, the values is very different. I mean, in a relationship, I've always said a twin flame relationship is at least you share the same values. You may disagree on the weather, they may like hot and you like cold. They may like to travel towards the beach and you prefer to travel towards the mountains. Those are not biggies in relationships. But do you both agree on this is how you treat people? Do you both agree on shared values in relationships? Okay, and then same as bosses. If you have a boss who just wants to drain people of money and they steal from people just to make themselves rich, then that's not the same values, especially if you want to give to people and grow society and help people in any which way, okay? And you might have felt a little bit stuck in a situation, or your mind just felt really trapped. You could not see your way out. There were some important decisions or crossroads that needed to be made. Again, your intuition will help you with this, okay? You can't let stress, okay, get in your way. Some people, as I said, there's endings, there's losses, death perhaps for some. As I said, someone commented, I must never talk about death. Well, death is part of life. It's a guarantee. We're all going to die, whether you like it or not. And you can't avoid death. It's one of those things that the day you are born, the day you are died, it's all predestined, okay? So this is why people need to live without fears, because if you've signed on that dotted line that you were going to die on the 31st of December 2023 in a car accident, Spirit guides will never tell you, which is why psychics should never talk about death in the sense of warning you that you're going to die, because of the fact that you would avoid it. Okay, you cannot avoid what's destined for you. You can only acceptance is part of it. You can't control when other people are going to die, which is, and really every death is predestined, okay? People say, oh, that wasn't their time. No, unfortunately it was, okay? You may not understand that, but it was, okay? And this is my belief. If you don't agree with it, then I'm not the reader for you. Go and find another channel. But because I really do believe in life after death, and I really do believe in predestined death, okay? Anyway, for a lot of you, there could possibly be a death, and there could be some kind of inheritance attached to the death. Okay, so I have to put it out there. Like it, don't like it, I'm putting it out there. There is a negative person, someone who, and this could be a person who's let you down, an undependable person. Maybe there's still someone in your life that's trying to betray you, trying to hold you back because of jealousy, because of fear, whatever it is. Maybe it's a parent, maybe it's someone from your childhood that their words keep ringing in your ears, so just be aware of that. But you know what, send them love and compassion. Send yourself love and compassion. Please send yourself a lot of love, because you deserve the best. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. You're gorgeous, you're amazing, you are fantastic, and you deserve the best. Don't let anyone make you feel less than, okay? There's a need to kind of be a little bit straight and narrow is what I'm kind of thinking. The amount you might need a lawyer, perhaps for some of you, or someone that's legal representative. Perhaps I'm just putting it out there for some people. But what I'm really getting is that it's time for you to be a little bit of cut and dry. You're needing to be a little bit like, do your research, make sure that you are being honest. And the first person you need to be honest with is yourself. in a situation, but also to be very cut and dry with other people, especially people who are trying to take advantage of you or try to take advantage of your good nature. Okay. However, your answer is a yes. Okay. So hopefully that's what you wanted to hear. There's definitely something coming in, and it's definitely something that's very solid. Okay. Thank you and goodbye. Welcome to those who chose pile number 4 with the aeroplane. Well, aeroplanes, as we know, travel or movement, fast movement, travel, relocation, something to do with that. Maybe that's what you're asking about. Right. You also chose house 6. So house 6 is house of substance. It's about gaining mastery in your life. This is a very spiritual, house 6 is generally quite spiritual. It's that of perhaps a shaman or a very spiritual person who deals with health, or a healer. This has got to do with maybe pets for some of you, rituals, practice, skills and tools, work and service. So you may be mastering skills in any one of these areas. Okay, maybe perhaps with your work, or maybe you're learning more about yourself and realizing that you are a little bit of a spiritual person. And maybe you need to bring more rituals into your life, or practice what you preach, or practice that manifestation. You got a lot of skills and tools is what Spirit is saying. And so you may just need to master them or just work on them. Maybe you need to be of service to other people. Okay, this is very much, as I said, a bit of a spiritual healer, or someone, maybe perhaps, you want to work with pets, or you with animals in some way or form. Then this is just, confirmation of the fact that you are quite again, I'm just kind of, someone who's that of substance is exactly what I'm getting. So, a person who if you haven't worked with any of these with healing, or, there's kind of feel like there's some kind of skills, or Spirit saying you have got the tools to work through your situation. And there's some kind of skill maybe you still need to master, or you haven't figured out yet. So I don't know what that means, but anyway, hopefully you do. Okay, let's get into reading, right? So we've got the Joker here. So the red Joker for me is the upright Joker, which is telling you it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to start a new journey. Get the feather in your cap and off you go. I mean, if that's the confirmation you needed, then, this is confirmation. There's a new beginning, and yes, it's big changes for you. It's one that maybe perhaps it's going to maybe be a bit shocking. I kind of feel in some way or form, in the sense of there's some kind of truth that comes in. Maybe that truth is something from Spirit. It's kind of it's like an aha moment, like, oh right, okay, so that's why I had to go through that. This is why I had to meet these people. This is why I had to go through this loss, this pain, this suffering. I was here to teach you, again, there's some kind of skill within yourself. Maybe you needed to heal more. Really, so many different people. So I really don't know which maybe of yours, but maybe you needed to learn more about substance within life, and trying to figure out, what is really pure and good within your life, and what's unhealthy. Really healing on a spiritual soul level, so that you can go out and be of service to others, and be a better person to the rest of the world, because now you understand other people and what they've gone through, and you would want to help people in some way. Being a healer doesn't have to be doctor or nurse or naturopath. It can be a Reiki healer. It can just be, you can heal people with your words, with books, with writings, something to do with that. Okay. Going on TikToks, doing what I'm doing, this is all in some way or form healing people. Anyway, there's some kind of union, partnership. It could also be spending quality time with people you love. Maybe there's people you want to travel to, spending time with them, being around people who are just your people, your tribe. Okay. It's also very much about balancing your yin and yang, your feminine, your masculine. Your masculines are very much go-getters. Your masculines take control of situations and then know what they want and they go after it. And the feminines are the ones who relax and allow things to come to them and surrender to Spirit. They use their intuition to guide them through things in life. Okay, so maybe just have a look at that in some way or form. You've definitely gone through some kind of bad news, some kind of stress, crying, loss of money, loss of jobs, loss of a loved one, relationships ending, just having a lot of fear, maybe perhaps some health concerns. Okay. And Spirit just kind of, maybe you were holding on too tightly to something, maybe holding on too tightly to your money, and you needed to become a little bit more freer with the money, have a feather in your cap and go after what you want and not have to worry about money all the time. Maybe you needed to just find some kind of stability within your life, but not, money must come and go, love must come and go. Holding on to things that are not meant for you is also not good. It's time to move on. Leaving behind what you currently know, a relocation or an end of a relationship, okay? This is also just an end to fighting, an end to resistance, an end to not working together with others, okay? So again, please take, there was something you were holding too tightly on, and Spirit saying you need to free it up a little bit. You need to let go and just surrender, to surrender to what Spirit has to bring you. And this will bring you peace and harmony. There could be reuniting with someone from the past. This is someone you've known for many years, or someone you knew 20 or 30 years ago, 40, 50 years ago, depending on how old you are. And this can be anything from friendships to love to even going back to childhood. Maybe you've always wanted, to, I don't know, fly planes. And, this is something that Spirit's saying, let it go and go after it. Take the leap of faith. Just have faith in it. But, again, I just have this warm, lovely, happy sense, okay? You've kind of invested in the wrong people, or you've invested in the wrong things. Maybe perhaps you didn't believe in Spirit, and so you held on to your money and then you lost more money. Or maybe perhaps you invested in, and this could be anything, invested in the wrong healthcare and then paid the price. When Spirit told you to change, you didn't listen. When Spirit told you to sell that car, you didn't listen, and you invested in a wrong car and then ended up in a car accident. This is kind of one of those, like, I kind of feel like Spirit was trying to warn you that maybe you were in the wrong relationships, and so you're having a lot of pain now, but Spirit was like, well, we did try to warn you, but you didn't want to listen. So unfortunately, you have to deal with that. Again, it was mastering a skill and now understanding how things work. Things are going to move fast for you. Again, we did have the aeroplane. Aeroplanes move at quite a speed. Okay, it takes you long distances. Another card of travel. The 8 of Wands is that of travel, traveling towards something better, traveling. This is also communication. Lots of communication, talking it out, having a lot of communication, getting things clear is what I'm getting. And you moving towards your wish fulfillment. This could be anything from relationships to marriages to having babies to just a higher level of something better within your life, something you've secretly always wished. It's there for the taking. You just need to take a leap of faith. Okay, Nine of Hearts, 10 of Hearts. I mean, it's great. It's great for the family. It's a wedding. It's a party. It's a gathering. It's soulmates. It's really and truly. The bad news is that maybe you've been holding off because of not being able to take fear. Or maybe it's taken a long time. But again, I really believe that this is the fear. Or there's fighting. Fighting brings up bad news. Learning just to let go and going, well, you know what? You want to be right? Good luck, And I really feel like someone in your life who was cruel, malicious, manipulative. You had to learn. You had to learn to stand your ground. You had to learn to stand up for yourself, for this person, this bully, this person who... even if people can bully you in many ways, someone can be quite, malicious in the sense of that they become a woe is me. Oh, well, what do you expect? And off you go. You're just a loser. You're just a terrible person. Or well, we all know you're going to leave. We all know that's the way you go. This is the way. Someone who's not soul, doesn't make you feel happy. They make you feel quite low. Okay. Or there's this. Well, no one loves me, so what do I get? Nothing. That all of that is quite manipulative. Okay, it's not your job to heal other people. It's not your job. I did call you a healer, but you also got to learn. Mastery. You got to learn who is worth your time and energy, and you are worth a hell of a lot of money. People don't realize that your time is worth money. So if you are investing with a friend or a family member and they are draining you, it's time for you to stop investing in those people. Go visit them, but bide your time, get out of there as soon as possible. If it's a relationship, stop, time for you to walk away. Okay. You need to walk away from fighting, walk away from drama, walking away from just surrender and have faith. Okay. Something more loyal, something more generous, someone with more integrity is on the other end. Okay. It could just be you being loyal to yourself or being generous to yourself. But either which way, pile number 4, this is very positive. Okay, it's a yes, but you have to have faith. Okay, the only thing that can stop you from this situation from working out is you not either taking a leap of faith. So in other words, taking that first leap, you know, sending someone a message, going after what you want, or it's just not having faith that things are going to get better. But this is a promise from Spirit that if you just have faith, things in your life will become so much better. Okay? It's a yes. Okay. Thank you very much and goodbye.